Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Baking and Baking. I'm your host George, and we're the only show where we bake stuff to 420, and then we get to baking. For today, I am joined by my good friend, the one, the only, the lovely. I might mess this up. Oh, she just said it earlier. Can you please say your name for us one time?
Alnaly or Nolly?
No. We want the full one.
So Alnaly is the full name.
Alnaly.
Alnaly.
Whoa, drinks up. Oh yeah, we're drinking buzzballs too. And for today, we have two beautiful sponsors. Shout out to What's Up Doggy and the homie Prayers. And then shout out to the homeboy, the Herb Connoisseur Journal. We are gonna let you take one of these home. We already said it. She's taking the blue one home. But thank you for coming on. It's been a minute. Thank you once again. We finally got to make this happen. Now we're here, drinking buzzballs. We're gonna have a great episode. How are you doing?
I'm well. I'm really happy to finally be here. I know our scheduling was a little difficult at first, but just super happy to finally be here.
Thank you.
know?
We're happy to have you too. So, to let our viewers know, we did talk about this when you got here. Where did we meet again? I know we talked about kind of the thing, but what was it for?
So it was a Pride event in Long Beach. You remember our friends at geez Louise, why am I blanking on their name? 1111.
Okay,
Remember
yes.
they used to have some fire rosin?
Yes.
So they hosted a Pride party for MJ. And you came in and you had baking and baking. You had brought some Rice Krispie treats, and I remember because I bought some because they smacked, and that's how we met. That was, I think, back in 2022.
Yeah, damn, it
2021,
was. Yeah, I keep forgetting that this show's 5 years old now. So it's crazy. But yeah, I remember that. Shout out to 1111, shout out to MJ, and shout out to Luchador, because we were talking earlier, they were the ones who gave me a tincture, which she bought me one, guys. So we're gonna make cereal bars using this Breeze Berry Time tincture. Stay tuned for that. Okay, so how did you get into the cannabis industry?
So I started as a delivery driver for Ease. Yeah. So I was just looking for a little side hustle because I was working in education at the time, but was sort of phasing out of it. So I was like, what can I do on the side? And I just honestly fell in love with it, and that's kind of how I got introduced.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So you were how long were you a delivery driver for?
I was a delivery driver only for a year, but I moved on into doing what are we ripping on?
Some Push.
Ooh.
These are the 2024 editions. It's their black market stuff. But yeah, you were a delivery driver for a year, and then you transitioned from a driver to
I was doing operations, and
cool.
completely fell in love with everything about it. At that point, I kind of burnt out from education. I had just finished a master's program too, which was it felt kind of weird.
So you got your master's?
Yeah, in education.
Hey,
Shout out to the kids.
shout out.
Shout out to education. And then I was like, I just want to do this full time.
That's cool. That's cool. So from driver to operations, and then now you're still in operations?
No, so I right now I'm doing brand ambassador, so I'm doing a lot of different demos and stuff, dipping into sales. I'm helping some of my friends with their brands, mostly towards sun grown. I do want to shout out the homegirl.
Go for it. Let's shout out the homegirl.
So we have Moonmade Farms, Sun and Earth certified, so it says sun grown for the people. So basically, right now I'm really focusing on showcasing Sun and Earth certified or just regenerative flour, just because we want to make sure that we, at least for me, we want to make sure that we're decreasing our carbon footprint. We want sustainable things because we know we love our industry, but it's a little wasteful.
It can be, yeah, it tends to be. Let's be honest.
Yeah, and then sun grown. I think sun grown could use a lot of love. There's a lot of old heads that love sun grown, so.
Yeah, not a lot of people are actually doing sun grown. This is the first that I've seen it in actually a while.
Yeah, and so what's cool about it is there's a few brands that have been doing this. Some of these people have been doing this for generations. They've been doing it for 50, 60 plus years. And so I think, they've definitely been a part of the culture. They've been a part of, the market.
Yeah.
But they're the farmers that no one really shows love to,
You gotta show love to the small farmers, guys. You have to. Shop small. Okay, so I'm over here dazzled by your earrings. So talk to us about that real quick.
So these earrings, You know, you're gonna have to forgive me because I don't know exactly where I got these, but a lot of my earrings are actually made by indigenous women. So I like to support a lot of like independent owned businesses. So one of my really good friends, Naya, she makes earrings too. They're not hers, but she's also indigenous. So I'm always looking for like people that have like hand beaded jewelry, just because I want to support those small businesses.
That's cool. Yeah. So I have a friend who's native, and like that's why I'm like, this design looks very familiar.
Yeah.
It's not racist. But no, it's very beautiful. It's nice.
Thank you.
Shout out to the Monteria shirt. Shout out to the homie Chris.
Yeah. Who was also at that event.
Yes.
I think that's when I met him as well. So I probably got the shirt there.
It's funny because the whole reason I got into the industry was because of Chris.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So Chris was already doing Monteria back when I met him. Years ago. I met him when I was living in Vegas.
Okay.
And we were roommates at a time, and I remember him and his business partner had hand-drawn cards. They only had like 3 of them because they were drawing them all by hand. This is before everything else. This is before the shirts. And I remember she was his business partner was in there drawing it out by hand, and I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And I started baking. He was like, hey, why don't you come on down to a beach cleanup and then show off your product here. Here we are, 5 years later, guys.
And still here. Woo!
And still here. Let's go.
And then connecting us, you know. So it's funny because it's I think it's one of those things where it's like, shout out to Chris because he's at a lot of these events too.
Yeah.
And like I was telling you off camera, like I was at a shop and there was a girl wearing a shirt too. And so we were both like, hey, what that is, you know. So it's cool, like the community that
it's nice to see
here,
it.
you
Yes,
know?
especially shouting out the homies, especially when you see the homies out in the wilderness.
Yeah, literally. Like, yo, I like your shirt, you know.
So, what's your favorite thing about cannabis, and what's your favorite strain?
My favorite thing about cannabis is just how it's versatile and can be used for so many things. Like right now, I'm on a edible wave. Like I'm trying to find the best edible for the gym. So like
cool,
I could do so many things. Yeah, so I think that like there's just so many things you can do with it, right? So I do use it a lot recreationally, but also like, you know, when it comes to like pain management, you know, I'm someone that's very anxious, so CBD has always helped me with that. So yeah, there's just, I think for me, it's a better alternative than, you know, other medicines.
Like pain, like pills and stuff like that.
Exactly. And I also like don't necessarily drink, just when in Rome. But you know, to me, my choice is always weed.
She has a buzzball in her hand.
A buzzball, man.
Okay, so it's funny you say that because that's literally my next question. Because I had seen that you've been using edibles for the gym. As someone who has never used edibles, I usually just like I'll smoke a bowl or two and then I'll go ahead and.
Yeah.
What is that like? Why do you prefer edibles over flower, or like what is it?
Honestly, at this point, because I've been smoking flower for so long, like I'm an 8 to the face girly, so I have to smoke a lot of flower for me to feel. I know to feel baseline. So dabs, rosin is always my like choice, but I also want to be good to my lungs, right? Because we know anything aside from oxygen for your lungs is not good.
It's not supposed to be in there anyways.
It's not supposed to be in there, right? But we're still gonna do it. But yeah, so I think for me, edibles feel like something. Because I'm like 100 milligrams in a sitting, so I'm like I could do a full pack, right? It's the discretion, and just like I don't have to. I don't know. I just feel like they hit me a lot faster and better than me having to take
an eighth
down
to
like
the
an
face.
eighth.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense now. Okay, yeah, I get that now.
Yeah.
Damn, a whole 100.
Yeah. Sometimes more, but it just like really depends. So it depends on like, are there other cannabinoids that are gonna help me? Like there are a lot of brands that are adding caffeine to some of their gummies as well, or tinctures, capsules, whatever. THCV right now is a cannabinoid that I'm really interested in.
Okay.
Just because it does suppress appetite, which we know if. I don't know. I know you said you don't really partake, but I get hungry. I get hungry when I do a lot of edibles. So it's like, that's why THCV seems appealing for that.
Okay, nice. Oh, that's cool. Know that. So, 100. When I think about that, I think about like St. Ides. So, could you just drink a whole one like nothing to the face?
Yeah, but you know what? Okay, so I'm so glad you said that because there is a difference between ingesting a gummy or something like a Rice Krispie treat, which is gonna hit you way different than a gummy anyways. Yeah. But when you ingest something through your liver, through your digestive tract, that's why for edibles, for some people, like they're like, no, I hate them because they make me paranoid, right? Because they feel it way more intense than say having a drink. And the reason being is that that's technically a sublingual. So if it's you're processing it through like your like tongue and stuff like that as you're tasting it, that's why like with tinctures you do it underneath your tongue.
The tongue for the
So you're not processing it through your liver per se. So the high is gonna be a little more different, right?
Okay.
So to me, a St. Ides, although it's potent because it's 100 milligrams, it's never gonna hit me as hard as say like 100 milligrams of a gummy. Yeah, because I feel like it hits me a lot faster. And to me, it feels more like a smokable type of high or like a vape type of high versus like an edible. Whereas I feel like the edible feels more intense, at least for me, you know. So yes, I can do 100 milligrams of a St. Ides, and I'm coasting, I'm chilling, you know. Whereas like if I do an edible, I feel a little heavier. You know?
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm staying away from the St. Ides. So I had an experience last year for my birthday.
Okay.
I was in Vegas and I went to a Van Gogh exhibit.
Okay.
So I had a full can to myself and then maybe like a third of another can.
Wow, okay.
So everything was fine. When we got into the hall, it was like this huge grand hall.
Yeah.
And everywhere, like on the walls, on the floor, on the ceiling, were just projected sunflowers.
Okay.
So it was nice, it was peaceful. I was like, this is cool, I'm chilling, I can do this. So it was my idea we were sat, let's say this is the hall we're going down.
Yeah.
We were sat here, and I was like, let's go sit this way so we're in front of a wall so we can get a full experience.
Yeah.
Should have not done that. So I sat down, and the show started. So if you guys don't know, everything like, you know, like Mona Lisa and stuff like that, it's cool. But he has some dark stuff. He had a ton of dark stuff. And they showed all of it in the very beginning. It started off with creepy music, skulls and skeletons just popping up. And I was like, all right, I'm okay, I'm fine. And then after like 5 minutes of something during that, we came to like a scene on a farm. And the sun started going from the end of the wall to the other side. And when it reached right in front of me, I looked at my hands and like, I felt like I shot backwards fast and hard.
Oh my god.
So I looked up and I was like, I gotta go. And I looked down and I was done completely. I was like, I have to go. I got up to leave.
Yeah.
It was literally a straight shot. I could not walk straight. I was walking at an angle and I almost crashed into a trash can. And there was people everywhere just watching me, just trying to leave this place. I got out and then I remember just sitting in like the little mall area, and I was just like, no, we're good, we're fine, we're good. So I'm staying away from the St. Ides for now, just for now.
That's fair. You took immersive to a whole nother level.
Yeah, no, I really did. That was like a whole 5D experience.
Oh man, it's funny because like I know exactly what exhibit you're talking about. Because there is also a point in the projection, where because there's like the sun and stuff like that. But do you remember the part where there were trees? Because I remember looking at it and being like, wow, these look like nugs.
I never made it past the farm. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of trees and there's a part where I'm like, oh, they look like nugs.
I think it was like, it's like a 30-minute experience.
Yeah.
I was there for like 5.
Yeah.
And that was gone. I couldn't take it. I was like, I gotta go.
Well, if I can be honest with you, like the only thing that gets me like high right now, like that, would be a tincture. Tincture is like, I don't remember what tincture I did, but I had a tincture and it legit had me like anxious. Like, I was like, I feel like I'm in college. Like, you know when you overdo it, like the first time you like really, really smoke and you're just like, I'm fucking paranoid, like a tincture will get me there.
I think it's also, it doesn't help that because of all my baking, I'm not really a big edible person.
Okay.
I made the mistake already of ingesting my own supply, and I won't do that anymore. I'll taste.
Yeah.
So my tolerance for edibles is very low.
Okay.
So that was very ambitious of me.
Yeah.
Never again. It's not enough for now.
Yeah.
But Jesus Christ, that was an experience. And I'm so glad you know which one I'm talking about. Because most people are like, a sun tripped you out. Like, bro, you have no idea, bro. You have no idea.
No, and you know what? It's funny because, like, I get what you're saying, though, because there's so many screens and, like, projections that it's literally every wall is hit with, like, different images. So, yeah, it does feel like you're in there, you know?
You're overwhelmed as hell.
Yeah. No, and it's also because Van Gogh had a very sad story. You know, when you really think about how depressed he actually was.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes sense.
which is we get it, but you didn't have to show it off. You didn't have to start the show like that. I was like, am I in the right area?
So it had the opposite effect of what they wanted. It's like, I'm completely turned off by this.
No. So when did you start smoking or ingesting cannabis?
So I'm not super proud to say this, but I started when I was in high school. I had some friends.
Yeah.
I had some friends who, introduced me to like smoking when I was a teenager. I kind of stopped and then like really, really started smoking when I was in college. It really helped me get through college, to be honest. Like I said, I'm very anxious, so that really helped me.
Well, you got a cool master's, I bet, bro. Damn.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? Because when I was doing my master's, shout out to my professors too, because they were so chill about it. So at that time, I used to work at a cultivation site.
Uh-huh.
So the thing with the cultivation site, mind you, dude, I was nowhere near the plants, but because the cultivation site was so large, you literally, everything smells like weed. So my backpack, because I would pull up with my backpack and my lunch pill, right? Because I would always carry my lunch. And I would like pull up to class, and like my professors would sometimes be like, "You smell so good," and I'm like, "Is it the perfume? Is it the weed?" But literally, like, because I was at a cultivation site, I
so you
always
had
smelled like weed. Yeah. So what was cool about it is that they didn't really care.
Nice. That's like the opposite of like working in a kitchen, because then you come home and you just smell gross because everything is just on you.
Yeah.
You at least come home smelling great.
Right. But like it does depend though, like environments, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Because I think especially something like education, but I had a lot of like younger cool professors. Also the program was more about like social justice based stuff, so they were woke enough to be like, weed is harmless,
They knew it should have not been on the DARE program.
Yeah. But so I think that, I don't know, it was really interesting, that transition of like navigating two different things. But I used to pull up to class just reeking like weed.
Would you smoke at that time? Would you come in faded as well?
Yeah, sometimes. Not like super faded, but like, sometimes, especially because I worked at a site where they didn't give a shit if we got high,
Okay, yeah.
So I do remember one time in particular, it was actually when I was about to graduate and we were just like wrapping up classes. And I remember I had a homeboy at work, and he rolled us a celebratory blunt, a celebratory graduation blunt. It was an eighth, but he had added rosin to it too. Dude, I just remember being so gobsmacked. Like, I don't know how I got to class. I don't know how that happened, but we did it. We graduated.
Hey, let's go. We graduated with a master's. Oh man. So, being in the cannabis industry, what are you looking to get out of this?
Honestly, for me, kind of like, we kind of touched upon it like earlier. I think for me, it's the organic connections that you make with people. Like I said, like Tina from Moonmade Farms, Lorianne from Poet, like just like a lot of friends that I've met that have their own brands, but also do a really good job of like connecting different groups of people. So for me, it's like the communities that I've been able to build. Also, like, I'm here to support like the mom and pop brands, but also like the women-owned brands, because I think there's a lot of dope women doing a lot of great things. So
there are a lot of dope women
A lot of dope women. Tina from Moonmade, we have Wendy from Space Jam, Anna from Cam. Like, there's so many great women that have like great brands out right now, and so I think for me, it's just like being able to have those brands in different shops.
Nice. Okay. So you like being the voice for the little...
Yeah, and I mean, I used to be a buyer too, so a lot of the stuff that I was buying, I used to buy from a lot of women. So that's where I've been able to like meet really dope women that have been doing this for like years, So yeah, that's for me, it's what it is, the community.
Okay, the community, that's what's up. Shout out to you.
Yay!
Is there anything that we should be looking forward to, something that you yourself are doing or that you're excited about?
Honestly, I'm excited to get more sun-grown to people's hands. Just because I think there's a lot of people, like, the indoor wave has taken off. We all know that California has the best weed. Like, we really do, hands down.
For sure.
And
if you don't think so, you gotta get out more.
Exactly. And that just, like, there's no argument about that. But I think there's a lot of folks, like I said, who are legacy farmers who don't get the recognition. And there's people who are using, like, really great sustainable practices. So for me, it's keep a lookout for these brands that I know will do a great job once they open up into different markets. So getting this product that comes from Humboldt down into like San Diego, to me would be something really cool, you know, just because I know there is a need for sungrow.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely not a saturated market.
Yeah,
for sure.
it's not, and you know what? Like, even though it is a saturated market, dude, there's literally space for everyone on the shelf.
Oh, for sure.
You know, like it just you have to know, and I think that's something that shops too. Like, we need to know what our markets are. You know, and we need to know how to market ourselves based on what markets need what.
Yeah, you definitely have to know your audience. You can't just have whatever on the shelf.
Yeah,
You might not even
exactly.
sell.
No, honestly, and like, you know, I've concentrated a lot in like West LA, but like the Long Beach market is completely different, even though it's close by too, you know, versus like the San Diego market. So I think it's just, there is something for everyone. We just have to make sure that we plug it to the right people.
Okay. You guys heard it here first. So, anything that would come up with brands that you are excited to represent and stuff, we can get them on your page.
Yeah.
You voice them?
Yeah, so there are different pages too. So Moonmade Farms is a brand that I definitely want to plug if you look them up. It's Smoke Poet Flower is another one, so that's another sun-grown brand. So I would look out for them, or if like me, Alnaly, I'm usually plugging them. But these are the brands that I'm actually focusing on right now. It's the Sun and Earth certified. Another certification that exists in the market is OCal, which is basically like organic certified. And a lot of indoor flowers are kind of gearing towards that too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's good. All right, so give me one quick second.
Yeah.
We're going to take a little pause right here, just because.
Let me chug my buzzball.
So, I have brought this out of retirement. We haven't brought this in a minute.
Yeah. Tell me about that.
So, this special little spaceman helmet has been a part of the show since the beginning.
Okay.
Shout out to the homie Jimbo. At one point, he had gifted us a bong that
We love JB.
fit perfectly into the helmet, but unfortunately, Olive is no longer with us. Shout out Olive. But we used to call this blasting off to Mars.
Okay.
So we used to feed a tube down in here.
I love
That
it.
would go right into your mouth, and you would just put it on, and then we literally used to either give you a dab or a bowl.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the bong isn't with us anymore, so we're gonna have to improvise.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay.
As a guest.
Okay.
You go.
So you put it on.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So let's see. Here you go. Take the other one. You can pull the visor up. There you go.
Ooh.
Yes.
So am I supposed to hit this and
So
hold it in?
so what you're gonna do is, do you have the other one with you? Cool. So you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna hit both of those.
Oh my jeez.
And then once you can no longer hit anymore,
Okay.
you put them down and you close the visor.
Okay.
And you exhale.
Okay.
Then when you can't anymore, you take it off.
Okay.
Because if not, you will get stuck in the smoke.
Okay.
I do not need you to suffocate right now.
Okay.
I'm not CPR certified.
Let me take a shot. 'Cause I'm scared.
I was just thinking of, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's a video where they're doing CPR
Uh-huh.
and then they're like doing.
It was about to be me.
I'm like, I'm gonna save you. Wait.
I'm not catching the beat. You catch the rhythm. Don't let me die. Okay. Ready?
Ready, set, go. Yo, she took a fat ass hit. That was a fat hit. She's alive!
Yay! No CPR.
No
needed.
CPR!
I'll take another shot.
She blasted off to Mars, guys. We brought it back.
I don't even vape, is the best part.
This is even better. Now she's gonna be super high. And she doesn't drink, and we have a buzzball in her hand.
Really?
Yeah. Fucking bacon and bacon, guys.
How was that?
That was good.
Yeah.
That was great. You did a good job.
Yeah?
I got you. Now.
It's your turn?
Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm gonna take this little ganchito off.
I don't even know you had a little ganchito on. I love it. Is that how long you normally keep your hair, or you letting it grow?
I normally keep my hair really short,
Uh-huh.
and right now I'm so close to Britney Spearsing my hair because I get desesperado when it's this long. Trust me, every day I look at it and I'm like, Britney, almost.
Okay, but why am I on the same boat? Because I'm also, that's why I didn't do my hair, as you can see. I'm so ready to shave this shit off. I'm
Nah,
like,
dude, you have great hair. Your
Thank
curls
you.
are amazing. Do not cut your hair.
But honestly, I love a short hair.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
especially in the heat.
Especially in the heat.
Especially in the heat.
I'm so low maintenance. Okay, let me not distract you. You got this. Look at that. Hey. What I love about it is that when you cough, it looks like you're coughing in slow motion. I love it. That was a fat head, dude. Teary eyes and everything.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, so yeah, you finished your buzzball, so I know you're feeling it. Woo.
Oh yeah, for sure. I haven't blasted off to Mars in a minute. I literally watched it. I was looking through everything and I was like, oh, the helmet.
I love that. Wait, you said how long ago you stopped using it, or like how long has it been since you used
How
it?
long has it been? It's been maybe like 3 years.
Okay. Oh yay! I'm so glad we brought it back.
Yeah, so
Oh fun.
he was brought back. He was
Yay.
long waited for.
Woo-hoo. Welcome back.
Man.
Let me continue drinking my buzzball.
Hold on, let me catch my breath real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Stay hydrated, dude. Come on, let's take a swig of water.
Oh God.
Ooh.
But Alnaly.
Alnaly.
Huh?
Alnaly.
Alnaly.
There you go. Perfect.
First try.
First try. He got it right. No, you'd be
mistakes.
amazed how difficult it is for a lot of people, which I get it. Like, if you don't speak Spanish, it makes
Mhm.
sense. Because I think the L's are what, like, throw people off. You know?
Yes.
So, it makes sense.
It doesn't help either that I tried breaking it down and then sounding it out.
Yeah.
It's easier if you just put it together. Trust
Mhm.
me.
Yeah. But you know what? It's because the Y on the end, like, people usually are like, Alnaly, and I'm like, it's Alnaly. You know? They're like, oh, the inflection's wrong. And I'm like, sure. It's Alnaly regardless.
You're gonna tell me my name's wrong? Okay.
Like, sure. But it's still Alnaly. Like, are you with yourself? It's not gonna change. You know, so that's like gotten better over the years. Because I think before I'd be like, just Nolly's fine. You know,
That's good.
That's also like when I know that it's like, okay, this is a lot. Nolly's cool. Like, that's Nolly.
Okay. And then so give us the full and the nickname once again.
Okay, so Alnaly is the name, or Nolly.
I'm not gonna repeat it. 'Cause I'm gonna fuck up.
He's still on another planet right now.
I haven't got it back from Mars, guys. Give me a second. But thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. I've been looking forward to this episode for quite some time now.
Yeah.
Especially ever since I've seen you again in Hall of Flowers.
Yeah. I was so happy to see you too. How's
Yeah.
your experience?
It was great. I worked like 40% of my days.
Okay.
But the rest of them I got to like hang out and chill and have
Yay.
fun. It was funny. I was just telling Guppy about when I
Yeah.
saw you there.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, bro. It was funny because I was working with my coworker. We were getting some shots,
Yeah.
and in the back of my mind, I'm like, who is this person just staring at us? It's because we were in the middle. We were in the middle of the street. I was right here. Shout out to the homie Christian. We were with the drone, and then I'm explaining to him the shot we're gonna take.
Okay.
And from the corner of my eye, I can see someone standing on the sidewalk, just staring at us. And I'm like, oh, cool. They're just watching us.
Yeah.
But then you started walking towards me, and then I was like, oh, fuck. And then when I turned, I was like, oh, shit.
It's because I saw you, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to see him again, so let me go say hi right now. But also, there gets to a point where I get to a point, I'm very introverted in the sense sometimes that I'm like, I think I've talked to enough people, you know? Then I'm just like, I'm just going to walk through and mind my business, you know?
Trust me, I get that. Why do you think I've been away? I go and then I come back. Yeah. It's just because, like, the names and everything, like, I don't want to be rude either. I want to remember everyone's name, but there's a lot of you guys.
No, and then not only that, like, just respectfully, and I hope people don't take it personally, but when you're there as a buyer, sometimes, dude, like, I didn't mean to be a bitch, but I wouldn't even make eye contact with people because I knew deep down, I was like, I can't buy this shit, like, you know, or like, I'm only here to buy X, Y, and Z. Mm-hmm. And that was usually me, like, if I'm searching to buy a rosin, like, I'm only going to talk to rosin brands.
Yeah.
So I was about my business, like, oh, first day, I'm going to talk to da-da-da-da. And then after 3, 4, 5 hours, I'm like, bitch, I need to sit. Like, I talk to too many people. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I get so, like, overwhelmed with the amount of people you talk to, you know? Yeah. Especially sales. Like, it's fun, it's great, but it's draining, too.
No,
you know?
it is. It is. And it's, like, at some point, like, because when you start off and in the middle of it, you're very genuine. Mm-hmm. Very upfront.
Absolutely.
And towards the end, you feel a little fake. So you're like, yo, bro, fuck, I'm tired.
No, especially me too, because I'm very strategic too. So what I just do is towards the end of the day, because I know if I'm frustrated, you're frustrated as a salesperson. So I pull up like late, and I'm like, "What's up?" And then people are just like, "What do you want?" Like they never say it, but like,
that's exactly
how it's 4. Go away.
You're like, we're packing up. Get the fuck out of here.
So shout out to the vendors.
Yeah, shout out
That's
to
a lot of work. Cauliflowers is a lot of work. It's fun, but it's a lot of work.
Yeah, I mean,
you know?
It's definitely fun, but yeah, it's a shit ton of work.
No, dude, I like every time I go in, like wherever I stay, I'm like, I need to go take a nap or just decompress or I need to get high. I don't know, something. Let me just leave, right? Let me go. And then I get home and then I'm like, oh, it's like 50 million parties to go to. Like, oh my god, what do we do? But
you know, that's so. That's the only reason I'm like upset, but I'm happy that I work the weekends because a lot of the stuff happens, especially for our industry, happens during the weekend. Yeah. But it gets draining.
Dude, honestly, I've had to tap into that more lately, like doing more gigs on the weekend, and I love it too. Mm-hmm. Especially because I do kind of like starting like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, like that. I think the way that sells, it's funny how they climb over the weekend. But what's interesting is that, like, I don't know, I was thinking about, like, cauliflowers and things like that. I'm like, there gets to a point where it's like, okay, but at least it ends, right?
Yeah.
I love sales, but, like, if you're doing sales, like, on the daily, like, say you're a budtender, you're just, like, out in the field, like, doing sales, you could leave it there, too.
Yeah, you can just walk away. No one's watching you.
Exactly. And then I'm like, I could come back tomorrow, you know? That's what's cool, but in, like, events like that, it's like, never ends.
Yeah, you're there from like beginning to end. Like
literally, always talking to people. So, but it's good. It's good to connect with like cool ass people too, because you do get to see cool ass.
It's nice. Yeah, it is. And then like especially seeing people you know that you haven't seen in a while. Mm-hmm. That's always my favorite part because I know I stay away for a while.
Yeah.
And then I come back and be like, hi.
Introverted. Like introverts unite, because it's true. No, especially like me. But I do think about, like, my friends who are, like, in the Bay, too, you know, who I never get to see. But, like, in events like that, I'm like, cool, I get to see you now, you know. So, it's like, those are the people I like to make time for, too. Nice. It's like, I don't get to see you a lot either, you know. So, but yeah, it's fun at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, it's always a great experience. It's nice to connect with everyone. Mm-hmm. It's nice to meet the new faces. It's just, at the end of the day...
It's a lot.
Let me just smoke in peace, bro.
No, seriously.
Like, the second day was nice, because that first day was the after party.
Yeah.
And I still slightly worked the after party.
Okay.
Because I was working with Cannabis Capital that day.
Got it.
Shout out to John.
Yay.
I remember leaving, and I was like, I just want to go to the hotel, lay down, and just not talk to anyone. Mm-hmm. Then we went straight to the after party.
And that's so real, you know? Like, I remember one year, like, there was one time I went, and like that time, I swore I was gonna take a nap and go, But I couldn't, dude. I was so tired. I was like, no. And my thing was too is that it was my first time actually stepping away from actual like work.
Okay.
So I was also tired from like the work week.
Yeah.
You know, because it was like on a Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know. So yeah, I actually ended up falling asleep. Didn't end up going to the after party because I couldn't wake up.
Shit, honestly, if they would have let me at the hotel, I probably wouldn't either.
Yeah, I was like, whoops. Next day, I was just about like shopping, you know, because also for me, like that too. If you're going there as a buyer, I also really enjoy the shopping part of it.
Yeah,
I also like to buy. You know?
it's nice, especially that that second day when it's open to the public. So that means you can shop for yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah. So I like that. I like the first day is cool for that too, you know. But yeah, it's just really cool to be able to pick and choose for me, like you know. Again,
especially since you already did the rounds, you already know.
You did the rounds, but also like, who has some rosin that I haven't had? You know, so or for me, it's always finding. Or for me, another thing is like, what's like the latest and the greatest? You know, what is a product I've never seen that could potentially sell at a shop that you know I'm buying for?
That's true.
Yeah, stuff like that. It's fine.
Nice. So, what shops are you buying for?
I'm no longer buying, but I used to buy for a shop on the west side in Venice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah.
Like, well, it's funny because honestly, we were supposed to like, this was supposed to end like 20 minutes ago. No, you're fine. We're good. We're good.
As long as we're still on Mars.
Right?
We're on Mars still. Sorry. My buzzball.
It went from starting the outro to speaking of cauliflower, but that's how it goes.
Are you gonna do any events anytime soon? Or are you planning on events soon?
You know what? I actually want to start making time and going to events as a vendor.
Yeah.
I used to when I started off, I did that a lot. I was going to like underground raves.
Okay.
Smart. To like random pop-ups.
Mm-hmm.
And that was always fun, especially like getting to meet the other people who were there.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite part or moment, I had medicated Uncrustables.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was one of the things I had with me.
Okay.
And then the guys next to me, they were like, "Hey, are those Uncrustables?" I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "If you give me one, I'll give you an eighth." And I was like, "Dude, I'll give each of you guys an eighth for an eighth." So I gave one to each of them.
Yeah.
Dude, they gave me like almost half an ounce. I was like, "Bet, I'll take that." For 3 sandwiches, bet. Sandwiches cost me like 10 cents to make.
But I think that's also like, you know,
that's part of it is. Yeah. It's nice to do that because then you also get to try everything. You get to meet those people, and then they get to try your product. And now, if they ever see me out in public, they're like, "You ever got those Uncrustables?"
Yeah.
Which actually, I want to start doing that. I think I should.
I also wanted to ask, like, are you still baking and do you sell it? Because if I am 100 milligrams to the head, you can guess how much I need. So yeah, I would love to get some baked goods. Just because I also feel like, so specifically, I love Rice Krispie treats. Those are my favorite edibles ever. Like, just my favorite. That and brownies. Like, I love that as like edibles, right? But I also need a higher dose. So
yeah, you do.
If you ever make some and sell it, let me know.
Well, how about this? Since you gave me this, do you like Fruity Pebbles?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm thinking is because this is berry, this will go great with the Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
And I'll make you. Honestly, so.
But also, let me know if there is a specific type of tincture that you like, because I'm also in and out of shops. Before, it was easier for me, like, as a buyer to get stuff, because I would be like, let me try this, you know? Dude, I was the queen of, like, I want to try that. And, like, a lot of times when I wanted to try it, I would buy it, you know, because that's what it is. You need to try it. But let me know if there's a specific type of tincture that you like. Not RIP, but... good riddance to the homies. Not good riddance, but like I miss them. Luchador. They actually moved out of state from what I heard. Or that's what I heard through the grapevine. I don't know if that's true, but they're no longer in California, unfortunately.
Damn, that sucks. Shout out to Luchador. They were great.
Yeah. The woman too, a woman-owned brand also. She owned another brand called Dreamt that had a really good like sleep tincture, vape, and gummies.
Nice.
Yeah. And so like unfortunately, they moved out of state because the California market, unfortunately, is a hot mess.
It is. It really is.
Sadly. Yeah.
And it's unfortunate because like we lose so many great brands because of it. But I'll be honest with you, I don't really know tinctures like that.
Okay.
So.
Do you prefer flavored tinctures or just like tinctures?
It all depends what I'm gonna make.
Okay.
So, because of the flavor, obviously I'm limited to trying keeping it around that flavor.
Yeah.
But, because I also like to cook.
Yeah.
It opens up more of a window.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say flavorless kind of though, just because that way you can just put it on everything.
Yeah.
But flavor's great.
Okay. So I brought that one on purpose because I knew, I don't remember exactly what you were selling at that event, but you were selling, you might have had the Uncrustables because I remember you having them at an event. Maybe it wasn't that one because I do remember seeing you at a few events. But long story long, I know I bought a Rice Krispie treat from you maybe and maybe a cookie. You had two things that I remember I bought because they were like high dose.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But I remember it was like a Rice Krispie treat. I remember I got two things. I don't remember what else. But yeah. So I was gonna bring you. I don't know if you've heard of Care by Design as a brand.
The brand sounds familiar.
Yeah. So they have ratioed. They're really known for their capsules.
Okay.
Their tinctures, and they have vapes too. They like not too long ago, a couple months ago, dropped a 1 gram. But what's cool about Care by Design, they've been in the game forever. They have ratios. So they were one of like the first brands, and like they really do deserve a lot of credit in that regard. That they were like, okay, we're gonna dose these based on your needs, right? So they're more of a CBD brand. So they have a 40-to-1, which means it has 40 parts CBD, 1 part THC, and like no psychoactive effect. That's perfect for people with like pain management who need for anxiety, inflammation, yada yada, right? 40-to-1, 18-to-1, 8-to-1, 4-to-1, 2-to-1, and 1-to-1. They have a 1-to-1 max, which is 1,000 CBD, 1,000 THC. Sick as high.
Jesus.
The best. It's the best. The CBD does kind of calm it down, but it still snaps.
It's still.
The only reason why I didn't bring it is because it does have. It's yummy to like eat, like at sublingually, excuse me. But it has a peppermint flavor. So I was like, what could he possibly use that to like, and maybe that's something for you to think about. But they do have other ones with different ratios that don't have the flavor. But that's why I asked, like, is the preference probably, right, like flavorless? Because
I would say so, yeah. It's because it gives you more options.
Yeah. But yeah, there is a peppermint tincture. Maybe that's like a holiday thing that you want to use. I don't know. You know, because I don't know, like, what would you use peppermint for, you know?
That's a good question. What would you use? Well, this one time I made Thin Mint cookies.
Ooh.
I'm about to put you guys on some crazy game right now. Okay, ready?
The
fastest way.
As you explain this.
The easiest way and the best way that you can get yourself some Thin Mint cookies. You go to the store and you buy some Ritz. And then you buy chocolate.
Okay.
And all you need is the mint that they sell in the vase.
Okay.
That's all you need. So you melt the chocolate, you add some of that mint extract, and then you just dip the Ritz in there.
Ah.
Put it in the freezer, let it harden, and then like 30 minutes later, you have Thin Mints.
That's awesome. I also imagine that the saltiness of the Ritz and the
Yeah,
butteriness.
So anytime you have chocolate, add salt. Not a lot. Add salt to enhance the flavor. You have some brownies, throw some salt on there. Trust me.
Yeah. Smart. Okay.
So that's the best and easiest way to make Thin Mints. I don't really like chocolate and mint.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna hold back a good idea.
Yeah.
And it's easy, so
yeah.
If you want it, take it.
I will take that. Put it in my pocket.
I'm gonna see on your story Thin Mints.
No, because now I'm curious because I'm like, can I use dark chocolate?
Yeah,
like,
you can.
How dark? You know, because I love like really dark, bitter dark chocolate. You know.
All you have to do is you can make any, and you can get literally any chocolate. You just need a fat.
Okay.
Either some oil or some butter to help melt it down, get a little shiny, get it very scribble. You can get some dark chocolate.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would do. Yes. And then that would solve it. Yeah. Yeah. Right? Now I'm like, the flavor profile is endless. But yeah, no, now knowing that.
So now get yourself that peppermint tincture.
That's what I'm saying. Bro, we already have some on deck. So.
I'm gonna just see Ritz and chocolate on her story now. I'm gonna be like, I know what she's doing.
No, you know what? It's funny you say that because now I'm like, what other cracker / cookie can I use?
Actually, any kind. I mainly say Ritz because Ritz is not to be rude because I love Ritz. It's kind of like a bland flavor.
Yeah.
But also the salt helps a lot because of the chocolate.
It's a good shortcut. I like it. Yeah, it's smart. Okay, I like it.
So, with that, I want to say thank you to you guys. I want to say thank you to you. I'm glad we're finally able to do this. This has been an amazing and a great episode. I'm glad to be back. And thank you for being a part of it.
Thank you.
Go ahead and follow her at...
It's Alnaly on Instagram. Where are we? You know what? We're big. I'm good.
We're chilling.
We're good.
We're big children. Trust me. One buzzball in. Trip to Mars. What else do you need? If you guys enjoyed this episode, go ahead, leave a like, leave a comment. Go ahead and follow her. We're gonna pin every single one of these brands down below. Go show them some love. Speaking of that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna hook my homegirl up here with. You said the blue one, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna catch her up.
Tell me more.
Connoisseur journal.
What is this?
So that is your consumption journal.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you can track your consumption.
So cute.
Yes.
I love this color, by the way. Oh my gosh.
Read it.
Yes.
So there's a pen that's a refillable right there, and then you have a grinder.
No way. Dude, I'm a sucker for stationery. Any stationery thing.
Well, I know this.
I also love journals. Like, stop. This is so cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Yeah, they're it's great. It literally has everything you need to track your consumption, how you feel, how it makes you feel. It literally has every little bit of information that you need to keep track of your consumption, as you should, if you are doing it correctly.
Yeah.
Along with that, we're going to give you some stickers from our sponsor, What's Up Doggy.
Yeah.
And for the first time in show history, we're going to offer the combo pack with the new stickers.
Yay! Hell yeah!
Chef Louis,
Thank you.
a king in the kitchen.
This. Good, because I actually needed to update my sticker. Because I think I have like the OG sticker.
Oh, nice.
Yay!
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much. I love this. Thank you so much for hosting. I really enjoyed myself.
No, thank you. I really loved having you. This was an amazing episode. I know everyone's going to love it.
Spriker's super cute.
I hope you enjoy everything. I hope you enjoyed coming here with us. And we hope to have you here again soon.
Thank you.
And like I said, guys, go ahead and check her out. Go ahead, each of these brands.
Yeah.
Go ahead, leave a like, leave a comment.
Check out Moonmate too, if you like sun-grown.
Where can we find Moonmate at?
So different shops, mostly on the west side, but also throughout parts of California. I know she's based in Humboldt, but she has a lot of locations in the Bay too. But if you look up Moonmate Farms on Instagram, you would find her. Or if you look her up on like Google or like Weed Maps, I'm sure you will find her.
Perfect. All right, guys, stay baked. Have a great time. And remember, I already said stay baked. Shit. Well, stay baked, guys. Hold on. Let me play us off with some music.
Yeah.
Let me play us off with some music.
I'm gonna finish my buzzball because I feel like I've been babysitting.
Well, to be fair, I was already drinking before you got here, so.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yo, that trip to Mars is nuts. I was not expecting that.